that autumn wind. Shout out to the Raiders, man, we about to win.
Keep Carr. Give him a real chance with better wide receivers. Brian, could not agree with you anymore, man. You keep Derek Carr for 2020, and you got to give him better options. I like Tyrell Williams. He's not a number one receiver. Hunter Renfrow, injured. Trevor Davis, guy we traded for, didn't work out. Ryan Grant signed him in free agency. Didn't work out. We tried to get all these players for Derek, and either A, they got hurt, or we got rid of them. FAB. Let's go to Caleb. What up, Caleb? One of our most loyal watchers. If Carr has to go, I want to see him in LA with the Chargers, although I'm pretty sure that would Tom the Raiders in those division games. I don't want to see Derek in another Chargers jersey. That I don't want to see. Let's keep Derek in silver and black unless something just absolutely falls into our hand. Let's go to Henry Joseph. Henry, everyone who's watching the show, tell Henry what he needs to do right now. Who should we hire once Paul is fired? So you're pretty confident that Paul Guenther is going to get fired. Okay. If you want Paul Guenther to be fired, I want you to type FG. Okay? FG. I'm going to type my FG, and I know everyone who's typing FG is a loyal watcher here. And if you guys want to support me, also go support BMW of Santa Maria because they are sponsoring today's show. If you're in the market for a car and need a new or lease deal, BMW of Santa Maria, they're going to hook you guys up. Let's go to Jay Anims. Do you want Riverboat Ron for defensive coordinator? Yes. 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 Can I get some RRs for Ron Rivera in the comments section? There is not another coach that I want more right now than Ron Rivera. Jack Del Rio, I get it. But Jack Del Rio also this entire offseason has been kind of ripping us a little bit, and I don't know if I want that. So give me Riverboat Ron. Type your RRs. Let's get it. Got Cali King Car Showcase in Revere. Cali King, if you need a new car, text or call BMW of Santa Maria. Birthday shout out to, oh boy, LaShatla. She's 14. Did I get that right? LaShalia? LaShaya? Guys, you know I'm not good with names. LaShayla. All right, everyone right now, type happy birthday. I want every single person right now to type HBD, or if you want to type 14, wish her a happy birthday. Shout out to every single person that watches the show. I appreciate y'all very, very much. Let's get some HBDs. Let's go to Daniel. Get a picture. What about Eli Manning? Oh! There is not enough beer in the world to make me want Eli Manning on the Oakland Raiders. Do you really think Eli Manning is better than Derek Carr? Daniel, you can't be serious, please. Bruh, drinking that purple. Loyal too. Dude, you got it. You got it. Looks like Ray and Daniel might be brothers. I'm not quite sure. Either way, both of y'all get a picture. Why didn't we pick up Suggs? I don't think we picked up Suggs because A, we're trying to save our money. Because B, we're just trying to figure out what we have on defense as best as we possibly can. And I actually don't even know if Terrell Suggs has even got it anymore. Terrell Suggs is another player that I think is just more worth for the name value. Yes, I get it. The Chiefs got him, which sucks. But I actually wasn't too surprised that not many teams didn't really want Suggs. Let's go to Dan. What up, Dan? Defense is a massive need. What free agent on defense do you think we should realistically get? #Raiders. Well, Dan, how about this? This is a video that I wanted to make, and I know that I should answer this question, but I don't want to give away my top 5 defensive players that I want the Raiders to target in free agency. So, Dan, anybody's watching this, it's going to be coming out very, very soon. Make sure that you guys subscribe to the Raiders Report. You'll see it coming up. Let's go to Mikey. Keep Carr and trade for OBJ in 2020. That question, my man. Woo! That one's steep. Mikey, with a question like that, my man, if you need a new car or something, text or call BMW of Santa Maria. The link is below there. The number's below. Keep Carr or trade for OBJ in 2020. And trade. Oh, boy. If you want OBJ, type OBJ. If you don't want OBJ, type no BJ. But I don't know if both of those... That's a good way to put it. Both of those of happening is about half a Chucky head. But I wouldn't mind OBJ. And the reason why I say that is because you can get Carr number 1 receiver. And if it doesn't work, then you can cut him for absolutely nothing. Let's go to a super chat from Mr. Wombat. If Carr is to be replaced, they should draft the guy they want, period. Carr's working my last nerve, but there's no incentive to bring someone in. I agree that if the Raiders want somebody, you go out and draft him. However, I don't think that quarterback is in this year's draft. I don't like Jake Fromm that much. I'm not sold on Jalen Hurts. Joe Burrow is really the only quarterback that gets me excited, but the Raiders would literally have to give up both first-round picks, probably a player and 2 of their third-round picks to go all the way up to Joe Burrow, number 1. That I don't want to do. Tua, I like Tua, but he makes me a little bit nervous, especially with the hip. But I agree with you, but we need to wait until 2021. It's why I say keep Carr in 2020. So I want everyone right now to shout out your area code. The nation spreads far and wide. So me, I grew up in the 570. Danville, Pennsylvania. Shout out to Danville. But I want everyone who's watching us live right now to shout out your area code. So right now we have, let's see here, only 36 people messaging a minute. That's very, very low. And I'm just getting now a message from my bosses that say, Mitch, you need to get that number higher or else you're not going to do a live show next week. So I need you guys to start shouting out your area codes. Shout out your area codes here. Let's see what we got. Jesus says 664. Jay Adams says 203. RJ Co says 831. I see the super chat that just came in. We'll get to it here in a sec. Raider for Life 925. A lot of area codes here, okay? A lot of area codes. I love food, but I don't like you, says 570. Well, if that's true, if anybody, okay? If anybody lives near the 570, I want you to DM me on Instagram, at MitchellRens365. I want to get a meetup of all the Raiders fans. If you want to come hang out with us, some beers if you're over 21, get some food, hit me up on IG, at MitchellRens365 if you live near the 570. We got a super chat from Zay going live. Okay, Zay going live. If you support the Raiders Report, you're also going to support our sponsor, BMW of Santa Maria. So if you're in the market for a car, give them a call. Ask for my guys, Matt and Rudy. Defense needs to be the primary focus of the draft. We have an opportunity to build a young, hungry, elite defense. I consider both first on defense. Simmons for sure. Kinlaw, Delpit, or Dylan Moses. I know Dylan Moses is a player who I think has high upside. The injuries scare me a little bit. But if we could go out and get Simmons and Dylan Moses, Moses would have been a top 10 pick if it would have been for his injury earlier before the season even started. But Kinlaw, Delpit, Dylan Moses are players. But Isaiah Simmons is a player that I absolutely love. Also, Zay, my man, appreciate you. Appreciate the super chat. If anybody wants to get on the show real quick, you better get in that super chat ASAP. Get it in ASAP because we're, getting ready to wrap it up here. So, you want to get your question on the show real quick? Hurry up. Super chat. Jerry Jeudy and Henry Ruggs or CeeDee Lamb? This is one hell of a stack question, and I love it. If I had to rank them right now in terms of what the Raiders would need, I think it would be Jerry Jeudy, CeeDee Lamb, and then Henry Ruggs. Now, Henry Ruggs might be the fastest out of the bunch. CeeDee Lamb's probably the best in the open field, but I think Jerry Jeudy is the best overall rounded wide receiver, which is why I have Jerry ranked 1, CeeDee 2, Henry Ruggs ranked number 3. So, okay, I see what we did here. So, pick a wide receiver to draft. Type 1 for Jeudy, type 2 for Ruggs, or I want you to type 3 for Lamb. We're going to get these votes in probably for about a minute now. I want you to get these votes in. Which wide receiver would you draft? We know that the Oakland Raiders need a wide receiver. I would argue it's our biggest need on offense. I actually don't even think it's that close. So, Big Worm says 3. Susan Henry says 1. Dora Holman says 1. Quincy Marks says 1. Let's see. Lamb's the Truth. That's from Quincy Billups. Prince Kason says 1, 2, 3. That's the right answer. Andrew says 2. Cod Creature 6 says 1. Continue to get those votes in. Pick a wide receiver to draft. Type 1 for Jeudy. Type 2 for Ruggs. Type 3 for Lamb. Next question from Stephen Cahoose. What about our secondary? We're going to have Jonathan Abram back. We drafted first in the first round this past draft. Going to be a big addition. Also, we're going to have to try to figure out what we want to do with Carl Joseph. I'm a believer that we should bring back Carl Joseph. Honestly, I think he's been able to prove the last 2 years that he has made a major improvement. Also, we need to figure out with LaMarcus Joyner. Did we overpay LaMarcus Joyner? Potentially. If we decide to move on from Joyner, it's going to cost us like $4.9 million, I believe is the number. But he has not been good whatsoever, and maybe it's because he's playing out of position. Maybe you move LaMarcus Joyner back to free safety, keep Jonathan Abram at strong safety. It's going to be a lot of decisions, but I can guarantee you one place if we're going to talk about him, It's here on the Raiders Report. Let's go to Daniel. What up, Daniel? What do you think of Gruden's coaching? I'm actually okay with the way Jon Gruden coaches. I like that he's fiery. I think right now he's playing it safe, but I also think he's playing it safe because he kind of has to with Carr, and he has to with the offense. I mean, go look at our skill position players right now. They're not, I would say our skill position players are below average. I mean, they are. I mean, it's the truth. So I actually right now, if I had to give Jon Gruden the grade on all the injuries and everything that's happened to us this offseason, man, I'd probably give it a B. Maybe even a B+. Now, if you want to be on the show, I want you to subscribe to the Raiders Report. We go live every Tuesday, 6 p.m. Eastern Time, 3 p.m. Pacific Time. And remember, please go support our sponsors, BMW of Santa Maria. If you're in the market for a new or used car, go hit up BMW Santa Maria or Community Volkswagen. They got a sign and drive deal going on that ends January 6th. Subscribe to the Raiders Report, youtube.com/Raiders Report. The video is going to loop through. You're going to see some rumors, some Derek Carr replacements. If I missed any of your questions, hit me up on IG at MitchellRens365. Raider Nation, what's going on? Is this the #1 Raiders channel on YouTube? For Chucky Heads, believe it, baby. And if you haven't already, subscribe right here. I'm giving you Chucky Heads, news, rumors, Raider Nation rumors. And look at this. I'm making your life easier. Check out my next video. Thanks for watching, and go Raiders.